What's good, everybody on YouTube? This is your boy Akil McLeod, and I'm a full-time eBay and Poshmark seller. And in today's video, I'm going to take you guys to the thrift store with me so you guys can see what type of things I pick up, what type of things I pass on to flip on eBay and on Poshmark. So if you guys are interested in these kind of videos, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so anytime I go to the thrift store, the first section that I hit is, of course, the men's clothing section. And for some reason, I just went straight to the pants this time. And I ended up finding a pair of Nike Tech Fleece joggers in a size medium. And the best thing about it is the fact that not only was it in amazing condition, but it's my size. So you already know I'm keeping these pants. But as usual, I just wanted to make sure that there were no holes, no tears, no stains. And these checked out to be just fine. So I was definitely happy about that. Next, I ended up coming across this Italian cycling jersey. And these jerseys with the bright colors and a ton of logos. Of course, it stood out to me because it was amongst a bunch of dark colors, but these cycling jerseys always sell well for me, regardless of the brand. As long as it has a lot going on, it will always sell well, so I definitely had to make sure I grab this one up too. I don't pick up polos often, but this one was in a big size, so I thought it would be pretty good, but once I saw those stains, I just had to pass on it because I know I can't get that out. So I hit the blazer section and I thought I was coming up on something special. As you guys see, it's a Fendi tag on there, so I'm getting excited. I'm checking it out. I'm looking to make sure that, you know, everything is checking out. The lining has some damage, but the lining isn't that big of a deal. And then I come across some of these holes on the sleeve, and then that's just when my heart dropped, and I'm just like,
no, God! No, God, please, no!
But you know, I'm not giving up complete hope. I'm like, maybe if it's only that one hole, I can get away with it. And then I see another hole, and then I keep looking down, and I see some more snags on the sleeve. Then I turn it around, and I'm like, maybe if it's only things on the sleeves, maybe I can, you know, maybe try to get that fixed. And then I see this bunch of snags and just pilling on the back. Not even pilling, it just looked like kind of rough and scraped up. So I ended up just leaving it right there because I don't like selling stuff with that much damage. Now, this brand of shorts, this is something that I wasn't too privy of, but this brand is actually a really strong brand. That's why I wanted to include it in the video. But I would have picked it up if it didn't have these stains on the back. But like I said, Resell, very, very good brand. If it didn't have stains, I probably could have got like 30, maybe 40 bucks for these shorts. Now, after looking back at this video, I ended up leaving these shorts for no particular reason. They were in really good condition, no flaws or anything. But Travis Matthew, it is a pretty good brand, so I probably should have picked these up. But for some reason, I don't know, I wasn't inspired by it. And the funny thing is, it says inspiration lies within, but these shorts definitely did not inspire me whatsoever. So I ended up leaving them, but Travis Matthew is a pretty good brand to pick up and sell on eBay. Now, another thing I like to do is always check the women's section because a lot of people like to hide stuff in the women's section, so I always go there. And I would have picked this one up if it didn't have this hole by the chest, but Escada is a good brand and you could probably get like 30 to 40 bucks for this sweater. And ironically, I ended up finding a J. Lindenberg blazer in the women's section. And this is a men's piece, of course, but somebody probably was trying to hide this for themselves. But when it comes to selling men's blazers, there's a lot of things you have to check for. There's so many things that can go wrong, just like we saw with the Fendi blazer. But this one overall looked really, really good until I looked at the sleeves. And that's when I ended up noticing there was some small holes on there. But outside of that, everything else was in really good condition. But if this was flawless, I probably would have got like 60 bucks for this. Now, I don't know what it was about today's trip to the thrift. Maybe it's because it's my first one. Maybe it's because I was just filming. But I came across 3 Kiton shirts with just completely shredded on the bottom. and I'm pretty sure whoever donated these shirts didn't want somebody like me to come across them and then flip them for profit. So they just completely ruined the shirts. Now, if I was buying these shirts for myself, I probably would just get them anyway because I would just tuck that in. But of course, I'm not buying stuff for myself right now. And I ended up just having to pass on these. And hopefully somebody that enjoys this brand would probably just pick these up and just rock them to work. But for me, this just not good for business, so I had to pass on them. Now, when I saw these at first, I just thought they was regular computer speakers until I saw the Bose logo on the front. And anytime I find anything Bose, as long as it's not too expensive, I usually do pick it up because it's usually a quick flip. Even if it's like turning 20 into 40, I might still buy it because it's a quick flip. And this one had something attached to it. I think it was something for headphones, but it came with the set, so I just got it all together.
The one that's October by the church, there's
Ready? I guess I could go.
whatever it is.
Yeah. But can you put through that?
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, it's fun. It's so
Now, I don't come to this thrift store often because their prices are a little too high for me, and sometimes if they don't know what they have, I'll get a good deal, but for the most part, they usually price all of their stuff a little too expensive, so I don't come here often. But the good thing is I ended up finding a couple pair of shoes, nothing too crazy, but I saw some pairs that were in fairly good condition, but still a little too overpriced. Now, I made sure I still got some footage because I think it could be helpful. Todd's is a really good brand to pick up, and they usually do sell somewhere between like 50, sometimes 60 bucks for me, depending on the condition. But these, since it was blue and it had some scratches, it was just a little too rough for me to pick up, so I passed. Here are some Reebok CrossFit shoes, and these were actually not bad, as you guys can see from the bottom, but those black scuffs were just a little too deep. The creases was a little too much, and of course it was asking 15 bucks, and for me to clean these up, to do all the work, just not worth the time. If it was $5, I probably would have picked it up, but for 15, definitely not worth it to me. And here we have a pair of Oboz hiking shoes, and these are some really quality shoes, just again, still too much money, 15 bucks. I probably would have been able to get maybe 40 bucks for these, but because it was 15, I just had to pass on them. And last but not least, in terms of shoes, I found a pair of Meslin loafers. Meslin is a pretty good brand to sell. It just takes a long time for them to sell, so I don't pick them up anymore. But Meslin is still a really good brand to pick up if you don't mind waiting some time. But overall, these were in really good condition, but I like to sell things that sell within 30 days or less, and this just didn't fit the mold for me. If it was $1 though, I would have picked it up. Now, I didn't end up getting these pants because, as you guys can see, they had some snags on there, so I don't like to sell things that have that amount of damage. But these are the soccer pants that you guys want to sell. I see a lot of people trying to sell track pants on Poshmark and on eBay, but they go for the baggy bullshit. You don't want that one. You want the slim, tapered fit, and those are called the Taro soccer pants. So that's the one you want, especially the ones with the zipper on the bottom. But if these were in better condition, I probably would have picked it up. Now this is something else that I probably would have picked up if it didn't have like this company logo or this like random customization monogram thing on there. But if it didn't have that on there, I probably would have picked up this vest because Helly Hansen is a pretty good brand to pick up. But I usually do find a lot of pieces that have its own monogram on it, and because of that, I usually pass on it. I was actually pretty hyped when I found this jersey. I was hoping that it was in a smaller size so I could probably hold on to it and rock it to the gym. But anytime you find these type of soccer jerseys, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to the stitching. You want to pay close attention to the tags. That way you can know that it's 100% authentic. So I just tried to zoom in on some of these key pieces so that you guys can kind of use this as a reference in case you come across any of these jerseys in your area in the future.
Oh, hell no!
Alright, so let me know if I made a mistake by leaving this jersey behind. I know Glenn Rice played for Michigan, but the back of this jersey said Palin Rice, so I think it was kind of a joke on Sarah Palin and Glenn Rice, but let me know. Alright y'all, so we back in the crib for a full recap, and bear with me, my camera ended up dying, so I didn't put a couple of these pieces in the video, but I'm gonna get another battery, and I might get a smaller camera so I can be a little more incognito while I'm vlogging in the thrift stores, because I tell you guys all the time, I go to a lot of these same thrift stores on a daily basis, and I don't want to be that guy that's just walking through the thrift with a camera. And my camera is kind of big, especially the lens, so I want something a little smaller. So if you guys have any suggestions on a good vlogging camera, drop that in the description and I'll check it out. But without further ado, I'll just go straight into the recap. So starting things off is this pair of Nike Tech Fleece sweats, and these are actually going to be for me. And I like to be one of the flyest people in the gym, and I go to the gym at least 5 days a week. And something like Nike Tech Fleece, I actually bought a couple pairs in the past, and it's super comfortable, but it's expensive. These pants, even used, go for like 50 bucks. But I ended up getting these for $5.99, so I'm definitely going to hold on to these. And these are practically brand new. It's flawless, no fading or anything. So I'm glad I was able to pick this one up. The next thing I got is this blazer. And this is a Brooks Brothers seersucker blazer. And this is 1818 Fitzgerald. So this one definitely runs a little more expensive than the typical Brooks Brothers pieces. This one I should probably get somewhere between like $60 to maybe $80. I'm gonna check the comps again, but I might shoot for a little more, especially since summertime is coming up and seersucker is super popular during the warmer months. So definitely be on the lookout for anything like this if you guys can see it, because summertime is around the corner and these stuff is what people are actively going to be searching for on eBay and on Poshmark. Next is this Inter Milan Pirelli jersey, and this jersey is, in my opinion, really clean, super dope. If it was my size, I probably would have kept it so I could have rocked it to the gym. But jerseys like this, I probably would get somewhere between maybe 30 bucks, maybe 35, not exactly sure, but as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to grab it. And this isn't my first time selling one of these jerseys, so I'm pretty sure I knew it was gonna sell, so I'm not worried about that. I zoomed in a lot on the tags so that you guys can see it, because they do make a lot of fakes in this. So I zoomed in on the tags just so you guys can know what to be on the lookout for in case you're like nervous about its authenticity. Next up, I picked up this shirt, and somebody asked me in the comments a while ago. They was talking about some of the clothes that I wear in some of my videos, and I get everything that I wear is usually thrifted. Sometimes I might pay full retail for something if I'm out of town and I just want like something nice for myself. But the majority of the time I always will get stuff thrifted. And this was brand new with the tags. And one of my favorite brands, in case you didn't realize, is J. Crew, because their shirts are just really nice and they fit me perfectly. So this is probably going to stay in the personal collection, and I'll eventually probably sell this later on once I get tired of it. Next up is this vintage cycling jersey, and I'm not sure if this is actually vintage, but I'm definitely going to put that in the keywords on eBay. And this one was super dope. It had a lot of different logos on there, a lot of bright colors, so I know it's going to be something that somebody's going to want. And after checking the comps on this brand, I should get somewhere between 40 and 50 bucks for this cycling jersey. So definitely be on the lookout for anything like this, because these always sell well for me, especially during this time of the year. Now, keeping things going going, if these shorts were in my size, I definitely would have kept them, but they are a size XL, so I'm definitely going to be throwing this on eBay and Poshmark. And believe it or not, these shorts with the really big Nike logo go for a good amount of money. So I should be getting somewhere between like 30 or 40 bucks for these shorts. If I hold on to it maybe during the summertime, I might even get some more. But I'll definitely be throwing this up on Poshmark, and hopefully it sells pretty fast. And I ended up grabbing another pair of shorts, and these are Nike SB shorts. And I had a pair of shorts very similar to this, but I guess I lost them. They're probably like, I may have sold them, I don't even know. But I definitely had another pair of shorts just like this. And if you guys watch some of my videos, you can see that I bought a pair of shorts similar to this on Poshmark, and it was actually like a scam. The seller sent me the wrong pair of shorts, and some people were saying that the seller may have just sent me the wrong shorts by accident, but it was definitely like they were trying to swindle me. They was gonna hope that I didn't notice it. But the good thing is I ended up finding another pair for myself, and this is a size large, but Nike SB shorts run kind of small, so these fit me just fine. And I paid, I think, $5 for these shorts, so I'm definitely going to keep these in the personal collection as well. And I got another jersey here, and this is an Adidas FC Bayern Germany jersey, and this soccer jersey is in really good condition. I picked this one up for $3, and this one was something that I wasn't able to get on camera. This was I actually went to one other thrift store, and this one, they had this one there for only $2.99, but by that time the camera had already died. So I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. I'm gonna get some more batteries just so while I'm vlogging I could be prepared for that. This one was super clean. I should get somewhere between like 25 and 35 bucks for this jersey. And this one, once again, super authentic. I made sure that, you know, everything was aligned properly. All the stitching was perfect, and like I said, at least 35 bucks for this jersey. And last but not least, that you guys saw in the video, is these Bose speakers, and I picked these up for 15 bucks. The price tag was actually $19.99, but I had a 25% off coupon, so I ended up using it on these speakers. And some of you guys, some of your Goodwills may be doing the same thing, where if you donate something, you get a coupon for 25% off. So I usually keep a couple things in my trunk just to donate in case I come across any items that's a little more expensive. That way I always get a 25% off coupon. And these speakers I paid $15, and I should get somewhere between 60 to maybe 70 bucks for these speakers, because Bose speakers always sell well. Anything Bose usually does well for me, so I always make sure I pick it up. So that's all we got for today's video, and if you guys enjoyed that one, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos. And if you guys got any comments, any suggestions for future videos, or just any tips for me on how to make my trip to the thrift vlogs better, drop that in the comment section, because like I said, I'm going to start making a lot more videos like this, and I just want to really up my quality and my video production. So if you guys got any comments or something you'd like to see, drop that in the comment section, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!